Yeah, so this setup was amazing. I was making a lot of power and we didn't even really tap into it. The most she made it up to was 29, 28, 29 psi. I can't remember, but the goal was 40, but she ended up going to the 40. But anyway, yeah, so about to take this baby out. I will be selling a lot of stuff from this engine, like for example intake manifold, the big tube custom headers from GT Customs and Oshawa, fuel rails, brand new FIC's 2150s. The set was sent in here about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so and I will be getting rid of those. I won't be running that much that big of injectors on the new motor, but yeah, so let's get cracking and out with the old and in with the blood that's new. I don't know if it's just because everything was just so easy to access, but I had the intake manifold off, which is there, and the wiring harness and all into kudo piping, all that stuff off within 20 minutes. And it blew my mind how fast everything comes apart when you remove all the stock crap. But yeah, so the next thing from here would be the turbo. I might leave the turbo on because I'm having an issue getting a bolt right between the firewall and the turbo itself. I can't get a wrench in there. Ask me how I got it in, I have no idea. But so that's what's going on now. So remove that. Look at the size of that 4-inch downpipe. Holy crap. So if many of you didn't know, that is 4 inches from the turbo straight back, straight pipe. All the pipe she wants, she getting it. Anyway, all right, so if I can't get out the turbo, get that bolt, I will just disconnect the up pipe, leave that whole setup there, undo those bolts at the back, pull the engine forward. This engine has to be out tonight. This is all I can do for right now, just because I have to go and get the kids from school. But yeah, she is she should be out within an hour or less at this rate, but I don't have an hour right now, but later on. Anyway, let's get this going. So here's the motor, the water pump. I don't even know where it is now, but the water pump was seized, so I did an experiment to see if I can put on the EJ water pump. Turns out that I can't. As you can see, everything sits further back, and that's a no-no for me. I cleaned the intake manifold, looking sexy as always. And at the back, I drilled and tapped my drain, my oil drain. This is my oil feed that I installed for the turbo. Another thing that I had to do was I had to tap this hole to connect the starter, because there's only 4 bolts holding this engine to the tranny. I said when I'm ballin', I'm ballin' low. So the first modification, as you can see down there, the hole doesn't really line up with the power steering pump hole. I'll try my best so you guys can see. I have washers there, washers on the other side. Don't mind the metal shavings. I've been trying to grind some stuff to make stuff fit. But anyway, I'm gonna weld those washers together, round them off, make them very smooth and nice. But that's the first mod that I have to do. I had to do. The next one, I tried fitting on everything. Fits good now, but I couldn't get the belt tight enough. It's really tight now, which is perfect, but I couldn't get it tight enough before. So what I did was I used this pulley for the timing belt off of the EG motors, and these brackets came with this mount, and this is the mount that would go right here for the EG33 belt, and that will go right there like that. Right, yeah, right there like that. Anyway, so I utilize those holes, and I made a somewhat of a tensioner. The tensioner is here, but I made something that just kind of make up for the slack that it has, and came up with this. I am pretty friggin' happy with the way it turned out. But yeah, guys, this is Assassin Heart coming together again, slowly and patiently waiting for everything to get in. I have an oil pump on the way, not oil pump, a water pump on the way. All the pulleys. I just want everything fresh. I have the top feed conversion kit, as well as the fuel rails. And I'll be making my own fuel lines. You guys know me already. But yeah, so this is where she is, and I'm just gonna go and clean the garage now. Anyway, peace out. Yeah, so late night working on Assassin. The engine bay there's no engine in it, but yet it looks like a complete and utter disaster. So I'm here starting installing the chase bay ABS delete kit. I'm just now getting the line sorted out. This is my, like, all those stuff. I need to get this sorted out like ASAP, because I really dislike the condition of it at the moment. But yeah, so let's get cracking on getting this looking a little better. So engine bay is looking bare and messy again. I put on all my timing stuff together, timing covers, etc. And I'm done for the night, but this is where I'm at. Just kind of getting everything ready and put together. Waiting for the turbo to get in, so I can start cutting up piping and start making the V-band 4-inch downpipe. Waiting for the fuel rails to get in, as well as, I don't even know if they call TGVs or what, but there's some assembly nonsense thingy, whatever else, I don't even know freaking know what it's called. Anyway, so once that is in, the injectors goes in. I have fuel line set up, everything is ready to go, and once all this is set, off to the Nemesis she goes for wiring, and then she should be back within a week or so, and hopefully I can be driving it just for a week or so, just to make sure everything is good. Anyway, this is where we are, guys. I'm done, and I'm tired, and I'm ready to go home. Anyway, peace out. On to the next one.